This is TWiT.
Microsoft has added to, and I will say revamped, its Game Pass subscriptions a couple times. The most notorious so far, although this might rate, was last year when they replaced just what was Xbox Game Pass with, I think, what Xbox Game Pass Standard, I think was what they went. And what they lost there was the day one stuff, right? Which kind of was one of the central benefits of this, that if an Xbox Studio title came out for sale, you as the subscriber would get access to it on day one, which, if you really care about this stuff, is kind of an awesome perk, right? So that went away. And so going into today, the only subscription that offered that perk was Ultimate, and Ultimate was expensive. It was $19.99 a month. Originally probably it was $14. I don't remember the original price, but it was less before. But they've raised prices too, right? So anyway, today they are announcing a new revamping of this, and they're renaming the two of the three tiers, and they are dramatically raising the price on the third, which is not great. Obviously, I know. But they're also taking cloud gaming, which is the former Project X Cloud, out of beta finally. And to put that one in perspective, they announced this in 2018. Literally. They first made it available as a preview as Project X Cloud in 2019. I don't remember when they made the switch over to cloud gaming, but that happened at some point in there, and it's been sort of in beta ever since, and only as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, the most expensive tier. And yeah, depending on the game you were playing, maybe not the greatest experience because of latency and lag and all that stuff, but it depends. Some of that stuff works great, and some of it, in my experience, hasn't. And there's also issues around the quality of the games, like what is it exactly that's up there in the data center running these things? My understanding is that they were actually based on the Xbox Series X, but I'm not actually sure. But they were limited to 1080p, et cetera, et cetera. So as of today, we have three tiers still, or again, or something, I don't know. The entry level tier, which was Core before, which it had replaced Xbox Live Gold, right, at some point. Xbox Game Pass Core, $9.99 a month. A library of at least 50 games, but now across PC, console, and cloud, right? So not I'm saying that out loud. Let me make sure that's true. Yeah, not console only, right? Because remember, there used to be a PC Game Pass standalone kind of a thing. So now this is one that offers a library of 50 whatever games. That's pretty good. Unlimited cloud gaming, right? So this is the cloud gaming. This is the xCloud thing. So they're actually providing that as part of all of the tiers now. That's pretty cool. Some of the stuff is a little nebulous. In-game benefits, including Riot games. Like, okay. Online console multiplayer. Again, one of the weird things Xbox did from day one, well, from day two, I guess, when they did Xbox Live back in the day, you would play multiplayer games on a PC like you would today. No one's charging you for that as part of the, but because Microsoft was throwing up an infrastructure at the time to host those games, it wasn't multiplayer games hosted on servers out in the world. It was Microsoft hosting it. They charged for that as part of the Xbox experience or whatever. So that's now across all the tiers as well. I think it already was actually. And then this is the one that sounds like it might be okay, but it's like the ability to earn up to $25 in Xbox rewards for use in the Xbox store. So in a year, what that means is as you play games, you get points, right? That go toward these rewards, and then you can use those points to buy things in the Xbox store. Now with $25, you're going to be able to buy about a third of a game, but you could use it for in-game purchases, I guess, or whatever. Like it's, and this is the cheapest tier, so it's the smallest amount, whatever. This is not something I know a lot about. I've not ever used rewards for anything. I don't know. But I have noticed in the Xbox app, every month now you get a little, hey, you won some rewards. Yay, whatever. The middle tier is Xbox I can't speak today, I'm sorry. Xbox Game Pass Premium. This replaces Game Pass Standard, which replaced Game Pass, right? So this one is a game library of over 200 games across PC, cloud, and console again. Unlimited cloud gaming with shorter wait times, so a little bit of a perk there. This is crazy. New Xbox published games within a year of launch. right? So this is the old day one perk is now year one perk.
It's now year one perk, yeah.
Now, hopefully some of them will be quicker than I don't know. We'll see. In-game benefits, including Riot Games, as before, console gaming, multiplayer, et cetera, et cetera. And then the rewards figures up to $50 in a year. So you're getting close. So 2/3 the price of one game. If you play game enough, you get enough points, you can get a free game, maybe. I don't know. Or free something, I don't know. And then Game Pass Ultimate is not being rebranded, but the price is going up to $29.99 per month. I just want to pause on that one for a second because this was already the most expensive tier. It was $19.99 a month, so it didn't go up to $24.99. It went up like a 50% price hike.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's do the math and see if it justifies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's
or half the price of a game. Like if you're buying 6 games a year, then this makes sense.
Well, yes. It's a little more nuanced because of the other stuff you might be interested in here, but we'll see. So this one is 75 plus day one games every year, including Xbox published games. So the distinction there is it's not just Xbox Studios games. They're suggesting there will be third-party games that might.
Right. I'm sure
no one has bitten on that ever. So, but anyway, we'll see. Ubisoft Plus Classics, which as a standalone subscription is $16 a month. So that just whittles the price right down, I guess, if you're going to pay for both. Okay. You get EA Play. There's something called Fortnite Crew coming out in November. That's $12 per month. You get that. So that's something I don't know anything about, but the notion that Epic or whomever feels like they could charge $12 a month for something related to Fortnite is hilarious to me, but okay. Unlimited cloud gaming at the best quality, which is now 1440p, which was not the case before. It used to be 1080p, and the shortest wait times. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to have to test this one here. I'm curious about this. I haven't had a good experience ever playing something like a Call of Duty or Doom or something that's fast action, first person. Doesn't seem to work well over the cloud for me, no matter where I am. But
no, latency is still latency. You can't beat it.
Yeah, right? You're saying physics is a thing?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's a weird stance to take, man. In-game benefits, Riot Games, online console, et cetera, et cetera. The rewards figure is $100 a year. So that's more than a game. So if you play enough games, and I guess if you were doing this, you probably are, right? If you feel the need to pay $30 a month, geez. At $30 a month, let me think here. Yep, I think this is by far my most expensive monthly cost for like a digital service of any kind. I mean, like, even Spotify Family with the highest level or whatever, or Netflix Family with the highest level. I mean, it is less than. It's a lot of money. It seems expensive to me. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about a little bit more about this in the back of the book, but this is going to be a gut check moment for a lot of people. I've already seen an astonishing amount of negative feedback to this. We live in an era where these online services have not just proliferated like cancer, but they've raised prices multiple times a year.
Yeah.
And it's become a real problem. And it's causing people, not because it's not that they don't maybe want the things, but now that they're so expensive, they have to kind of pick and choose, you know? And
I think it's part of it. I think people are in general getting better at, hey, go cancel this, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
100%. And Jeffrey Fowler writes for the Washington Post. I took this with this sort of humorous grain of salt. I think he intended it to be taken with, but he said he found that the best possible use for ChatGPT or AI in general is to use it to cancel subscriptions you don't want anymore, because those things are often like Byzantine, there's a page hidden somewhere on the Wall Street Journal website that actually lets you cancel that subscription. Right. I never found it, so I had to call them, and that was a fun time, you know. But so yes. Yeah, so this is causing some issues. I feel like when they dropped the day one perk last year, whatever time frame that was a big problem, because that to me was the central benefit of Game Pass. And when you head into them acquiring finally, as they did in October or whatever year, Activision Blizzard, there were these questions of like, you just spent $88 billion or whatever it was in this thing. What's the math on how many copies of Call of Duty do you not sell, and how many Game Pass subscription do you sell?
Right.
So those people can play this game where it actually makes sense financially. I think what they did when they ran the numbers, probably using like an AI agent in Excel, was found out that there is no version of that ever happening. And that's why they had to drop that, right? Because there are just certain games that just blow this model out of the water, you know? Game Pass began as a place for game makers to earn money again on catalog titles, I guess is the term, older games that maybe people weren't actively buying anymore. And, you know, and I think they filled that model, you know, they did that, and they were like, all right, what else can we do? And eventually they got so excited, they were like, all right, we're going to order day one games. Day one games is not a bad thing when you own the Halo Studios, I think it's called now, or the Coalition that makes Gears of War, and you only have, or Flight Simulator, whatever, you have like a handful of AAA blockbuster gotta have it games. But now that you have Activision Blizzard, you're like running the rack on that stuff, and it's like, oh, this doesn't actually make any sense. So to me, that was tough. The biggest issue, I like that you can get cloud gaming across tiers now. That's great. They didn't really raise the price, I guess, otherwise. But the Game Pass Ultimate one, geez, like I don't quite see where it makes sense. Like I don't
know who buys that. It's just a lot of money.
Too much. We would have gotten complaining at $24.99 a month. I mean, they don't even. I bet they don't even offer an annual thing anymore. That's a new thing too with subscription services. Like a lot of times they don't even let you do that. But you know, $20 a month. That's $240 a year. So what if you could pay $200 a year? You know, which would be probably the standard discount if you paid all up front. Would that be a good deal? $20 a year. Like, you know, even at $70, that's 3 games.
Yeah.
I play one game. You know, like, I mean, even if Call of Duty is like $100, I'm saving money, and it's not, you know.
And as the chat is reminding us, and you also don't own the games in these models.
Yes. I mean, I don't know why we're picking that nit. No, I mean, no, that's right. As soon as you stop paying, it's over.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this little highlight from a much better show, and longer too, called Windows Weekly. The whole link to the show is right below me. And of course, we stream live right here every Wednesday. You can watch us do our thing or download it here or in your favorite podcast player. Best thing to do? What do they say? Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.